Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to this beautiful house that I'm going to show you in this video. If you're new to my channel, I want to introduce myself. My name is Pedro Echeverría. I am a realtor here in San Antonio, and I'm also the CEO and team leader of Mission First Group here in San Antonio, Texas, where we take extreme pride in serving our community, all my veterans out there, all the single families out there, whoever is looking, even investors. We're here to serve the community. We're here to give back and offer the best service possible and identifying the best deals and understanding what a win looks like for you. So I want to welcome you into this house. Follow me. I'm going to tell you all about this house, including price, numbers. I'll be touching on that at the end so that you have a clear idea of what you're looking at when it comes to buying a house. I'll do that at the very end, so don't miss it.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money, money, money.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro here. Thank you for coming inside this house. I'm always looking for great deals, and this is one of the ones that stood out to me. Why? Well, it's a 5-bedroom home, 3.5 bath, 1892 square feet, but the price is even better. So when you come inside the house, you're gonna have your little closet, coat closet as soon as you come in. 2-car garage, very standard here in San Antonio. You have your powder room as well. Then as you follow me out to the hallway, you're gonna have your stairs right here. But this is what I love about it. Super open floor plan, but it is a 5-bedroom. So just keep that in mind. When it comes to payments and overall affordability, think of how much it would cost to rent a 5-bedroom apartment. If you're someone that is renting a 1, 2, 3-bedroom apartment and you're paying over 2,000 or 2,500, got to think about great opportunities. Even if it's your first time as a home buyer, or maybe you're looking to invest on a second property. Kitchen here, I love how spacious it is. It does have the dining next to it, which could easily fit a big table with 8 to 10 people. Easy. You have windows, but check this out. I can get you all appliances included in this house. Every single one of them. Stove, dishwasher, microwave, and refrigerator, and all the blinds as well. So when you come around, you have the quartz countertops. You got your pantry area. Not the largest, but it is very spacious. But then look at all this space in the living room. You could easily fit a big sectional couch, TV, however you want to set it up, you have space for it. But then let me show you the backyard before we go upstairs. Look at this yard, guys. This is a 40-foot lot and a 35-foot product. So you have a little bit of space on each side. You have a little bit of a retention wall on the right side of the home, which gives you a little bit more privacy as it elevates the fences a little bit more. You have a little deck as you come down, but this is super spacious, right? A lot of the complaints I hear about new construction, I don't have a big backyard. Well, this is not the case with this one. It may not be a half an acre, but it is a beautiful piece of yard that you can build a pergola, you can build many things. And you have a couple trees, sod is already settled, fantastic opportunity. Let's go upstairs and show you what the 5 bedrooms and the rest of the house looks like. So we're upstairs. Now remember, this is affordability. So you're not gonna have a massive game room upstairs, but you are gonna have plenty of bedrooms. If we're talking bedrooms and how many people you can fit in the house, this is a great deal. So we're inside the first guest bedroom. You can easily fit a queen size bed and 2 little nightstands on each side. Have a wall for the TV. You have a nice closet. Let me show you. Not a massive closet, but it is a good sized closet. Right now, we're looking for affordability and the amount of people you can put in here. We go back to the other room. Second guest bedroom. About the same size as the previous one. Size wise, I would probably say it's about 12 by 11. Good size overall. Same thing, queen size bed, 2 nightstands, TV on a wall, and the same type of closet. Let's go to the third one. One of the things I like about this new homes that they're building in 2025 here in San Antonio, they put the laundry room where it makes sense. So the laundry room is upstairs where the bedrooms are at. That way you don't have to take all the clothes downstairs, run around. So they put them right here, easy for people to access. So you have your washer, dryer plugs, plenty of space. You have some shelves above. You could add cabinets later on as well. Then you have the guest bathroom, which is a shower tub combination with tile, a tub, and you have your sink, which it matches the same countertops as the kitchen. So I like the uniformity that they kept throughout the house. We go into the third bedroom, which is about the same size. They're all about the same size except for the primary. So same thing, queen size bed, two nightstands, and then you have your closet, a little bit more spacious, and then you have the view to the back, to the backyard. So that's pretty neat. Follow me. We're going to the fourth bedroom. Fourth bedroom, same thing, same type of size, same type of layout, just an extra bedroom. I like these blinds that they add now. Remember, I told you the blinds will be included, and I will get you all the appliances covered as well. But don't miss the last part because I really want to break down the numbers. I'm all about my clients knowing exactly what they're getting into and have somewhat of real numbers before they start looking or, going straight to new construction. So follow me to the primary. Very spacious primary bedroom. Feels very comfortable. You could easily do a king size bed, California king, whatever you wish. You are facing the front of the house, which is very nice. And then you have the bathroom. Same type of countertops, but on this one, you have a walk-in shower with tile. You have your shower. You have your shower pan. You could easily do curtains or you can do a glass door, whatever works for you. In front of it, you're going to have the closet and you have plenty of space for two people, or if it's just one. But you have plenty of space and you have a window. So it's not one of those super dark cave-like closets that most people have, including myself. So you have light coming in. So this is what a 5-bedroom house looks like. Now, the prizes was really going to get you. So let's go downstairs to the kitchen so I can break down the numbers for you. Thank you for sticking around. This is one of the most important parts because I believe in full transparency for my clients. If you're a buyer, I want to make sure you make smart decisions and have all the information you need. But a quick disclaimer, I am not a licensed lender or a licensed tax appraiser. So keep that in mind. These are just estimates. Okay. So when we talk about this house, the price that we have right now for this property, $270,000, which is crazy if you think about it for a 5-bedroom home. That is pretty insane. Which brings me to the most common types of loans. For the sake of this scenario, we're going to stick with FHA, conventional, VA, and cash, which are the most commonly used. For FHA, you can do as low as a 3.5% down payment. Out of 270, our 3.5% down payment is going to be $94.50. That is a down payment. Now, every property that you buy is going to come with closing costs, and closing costs are going to be title fees, prorated tax, funding fees, things of that nature, lender fees as well. So for closing costs, we have, I would estimate roughly about 4% just for the sake of the scenario. It could be a little bit less depending on the builder, the lender, things like that. But we're going to stick with a more conservative rate. So we're going to say 4%. So when we do the math, we're looking at $10,800, which brings me to the total cash to close. Cash to close is the addition of down payment and the closing costs. So for a 3.5% down payment FHA program for this 270K home, cash to close it is $20,250. Okay. When we go to conventional loan, you can do as low as 3%. 3%, when we do the down payment, we're looking at $8,100. and we're gonna keep the same closing cost at 4%. So when we add the $10,800 of closing costs, we're looking at $18,900. For a 5%, we're looking at $13,500 down payment plus the $10,800, which makes it $24,300 cash to close. We do 10% at $27,000 down payment plus the closing costs. You're looking at $37,800. And then we also have 20% at $54,000 plus the closing costs. We're looking at $64,800. Now you may ask yourself, why would I want to do 10% on a conventional or even a 20%? Well, 10%, that could be considered a second home. If you already have a home and you're looking to buy another one, the lender may require you to actually get a bigger down payment, which is considered an investment property. Now 20%, one of the benefits is if you have that money and you can afford that 20%, then you get rid of private mortgage insurance immediately, the moment you bring in that 20%. VA, we have 0% down payment, we know. To all the veterans watching, thank you for your service. I am also a veteran. I've used my VA loan multiple times. So if you have this wonderful benefit that you fought for and you deserve, please use it. Please make smart moves. You can own multiple properties and I can show you how. VA 0% down payment, so we're looking at closing costs of $10,800, but you do have a funding fee. But if you're a veteran and you have 10% or more disability from the VA, they can waive that funding fee, okay? So you're just looking at the $10,800 to close on a VA loan. Cash is gonna be way faster. You don't have any lender fees or anything like that. Closing costs are also going to be a little bit cheaper because we don't have all the lending fees as well. So we're probably looking at about 2% of closing costs. So around $5,400. Now, very important to point out, incentives here in this community for all government loans, which are going to be FHA, VA, they're going to do a 3.99 interest rate, which is extremely low. If you're tracking the rates right now, then you know they're at a 6.6, 6.7. Right now they did drop a little bit at around 6.58, but regardless, 3.99 is almost impossible to beat on a 270K home, 5 bedrooms with amenities. Conventional, if you do a 3% or 5% conventional, you can get up to a 5.5 interest rate, which is still really good. You're about a point less than anything that's out there. If you do 20% on a conventional, you're looking at a 4.99 interest rate, which is fantastic. Cash, of course, we don't have any interest rate. We're just using cash, so that doesn't apply. I want to give you also an idea of what insurance would be for a property. I would estimate for a house like this in the 270 to let's say 320 to 350, you're probably looking at about $800 to $1,000 a year. All you have to do is divide that amount by 12 and add it to your payment, and that's what it would be, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, HOA here, it is very important to note that HOA here, it is $215 quarterly. So every 4 months, $215. If we do the math and divide it by 12, you're looking at $71 a month of HOA. Now, here's where the benefits and the incentives come in. I mentioned earlier, all the appliances are covered, and of course it has the warranties and everything else. The lender and the builder combined, they're gonna cover all your closing costs, every bit of it. The lender is gonna offer up to $8,000, and the builder is gonna cover the rest, whatever that looks like. So that part is covered. So when we go back to all the numbers here, regardless of which one you choose, if you choose government loans, FHA or VA, or even conventional, we can just remove the $10,800, and all you have to bring to the table is your down payment. Now the taxes here in this area are at a 2.25 here in the city, okay? So the way you do it is understand that the first year when you buy a home, the taxes are gonna be way lower. Why? Because they're only appraising the land. The next year, the second year, that's when the actual home will be considered as well in the appraised value. So the taxes will be a little bit higher. I don't want that to be a surprise to you or to get all scared when you see that change coming up a year later. So just keep that in mind, very important. So with that being said, all you need to bring in is your down payment. And I want to tell you a little bit about this community. Castroville to San Antonio. If you know the area, then you know that this area is super close to Lackland Air Force Base. Super close to Highway 90, which will take you all the way to downtown, right? The Spurs games, there's hospitals nearby, there's HEBs, Sam's Club, Costco, everything is in this area. It is an up and coming area, and Castroville is one of the most sought after suburbs here in the San Antonio area. So just think about that. If you can fit it in within your driving distance, because it is way quicker just to get on 90 and go straight to work, it is a fantastic opportunity. The amenities here, they have lazy rivers, they have pools, they have gym, clubhouse, and little walking trails as well with parks and splash pads. So fantastic for the kids, for everyone. It is a great, great community. So I hope these numbers make sense. I'm gonna make sure that the numbers are also on the screen so you can watch it, but I'll leave you with this. If you like this house or any new construction, please, please call me before you go see those houses. Do not go by yourself. I want you to understand one thing. The sales rep, they work for the builder, okay? Not for you necessarily. You want representation when you go visit new construction. Do not sign purchase agreements without representation. Keep that in mind. And also, the builder is gonna cover my compensation, so it's not coming out of you, okay? Just keep that in mind before you go out there watching. And even if you just wanna see houses, maybe you're not ready to buy, but you wanna see what's out there, I'm here to help you, okay? Have a blessed day, and I hope this helps you. And for any questions and more videos, just stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and turn on that little bell notification so you get notified when the next video is coming. Once a week, I'll be doing virtual tours all around the city just for you.